Hi, friends, Evolving Guys here. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in. Today, I'm talking about a guide to Pokemon products. This is part of our Teaching Tuesday series, and on Tuesdays, I try to do videos that I think are more introduction to Pokemon card collecting or basics for folks who are maybe new to the hobby or just folks who are interested in learning a little bit more. I think of myself a few years ago as a new parent when my son started talking about Pokemon stuff. I didn't have any context for what he was talking about, and I've had to learn these things over the last few years. I do a Pokemon event at a local bookstore where I live, and I think of when I do these videos, these particular Teaching Tuesday videos, I think of the parents that I talk to in those events, because again, I think a lot of them love that their kids love Pokemon, but they themselves don't know a lot about it. And so this video is kind of aimed at that audience, but I hope all of you would watch if you're tuning in and love your thoughts and opinions about what I have to share. What did I miss? What are your favorite Pokemon card products and why do you like them? Please add your comments down below. So I'll talk about the way that I think about Pokemon card products. And again, I'm really interested in if you all think the same way, but I've sort of divided them into sections. And so the first kind of type of product that you'll find on the store shelves, and I'm thinking about, yeah, if you're out and about, Target, Walmart, Best Buy, and these are the kinds of things that you're going to be seeing on the shelves. So the first type of product is what I call collection box, or it's not just what I call them, but what are known as collection boxes. And I've got a couple examples here on the screen. They're going to look slightly different. They're going to have different featured Pokemon as part of them, and they're going to change, of course, over time. These are some of the current ones, but of course, depending on when you're watching this, they might be a little bit different. So these boxes, again, they're called collection boxes because they are, in fact, boxes. There usually is some sort of promo card that is the headliner. There's a kind of a lead Pokemon. Again, you see the Palafin EX box, and so you get a Palafin promo card. There might be other items in these boxes occasionally, like a jumbo card is kind of a different kind of card. They seem to be moving away from jumbo cards a little bit. Occasionally, there might be other items inside of these boxes. You can look on the back of the box and it'll list actually what's inside. Um, and then the collection boxes tend to have a mix of packs from different Pokemon sets. And so there's usually, depending on the size of the box, there could be 4 packs, there could be 5 packs, there could be 6 packs. Sometimes there are even more packs. Again, that information will be on the back of the box. But these are not packs from one particular Pokemon card set. There'll be a mix from different sets. So these are pretty standard, and I'll talk at the end about my opinion about these products, and you might have your own opinion. But these are going to retail. Probably the starting price for some of these might be $15 if they only have 3 packs inside. Usually, I think a rule of thumb for me is that for every $5 of value of the box, there probably is a pack. A $15 collection box probably has 3 packs. A $20 collection box probably has 4 packs. And going up from there. And that's a good way also, I think, to assess the value of what you're getting. If that pack to $5 value ratio kind of gets out of whack, then that's maybe an indication that there's probably other items in there that Pokemon thinks are interesting or valuable. But that's something for you to decide, like, is $40 worth paying, for example, for X number of packs that are inside the collection box. So those are collection boxes. Those are some of the main ones. There are other kinds of, I would put them in kind of the collection box category. They don't look exactly like the ones we just saw, but I put them in the collection box category just basically because they're housed in cardboard boxes, and that's in comparison to the tins that we'll look at in just one second. So again, these are very similar products, although they look a little bit different. They usually include a promo card. They have a mix of other products inside, depending on the type of product. They might have, in this case, like the premium tournament collections that you see there on the left-hand side, the Clara and Cyrus, they have 65 card sleeves inside. They have some other items that are related to the trading card game. The middle product is a relatively new product. It's the only one that's been like it. It's also, I'm calling it a box because it's cardboard outside, but it's actually a very cool product. It has some cool promo cards. It has some stickers, these sorts of things. It has some other items inside. It retailed for a little bit more as well. So you always want to see, like, what are you getting inside for what you're paying? And then these knockout collection boxes, these are smaller items. They usually are around $10. They usually have 2 packs inside and then an additional sealed set of some promo cards. But you're getting the idea here that these collection boxes, they tend to have a mix of packs from different Pokemon sets, they tend to have a promo card or two or three, and then they tend to have maybe some additional items that could be a jumbo card. It could be some other, like I said, card sleeves, coins. These are the kinds of things that you'll find in those. The next type of product that I want to talk about are tins. And you can see some examples here. The tins, again, they're just different in the sense that they are tins. They are metal tins. You can see the stacking tins are in the upper left. Those actually stack on top of each other. The mini tins are in the lower left. Those are those smaller tins that you'll see a lot of places, sometimes even hanging, on, at places like Rite Aid or Walgreens might have these sometimes. And then the other tin, the larger tins on the right-hand side are these are two of the current ones. And again, the tins are very similar in the sense of to the collection boxes, aside from the fact that these are tins and the others are boxes. They include a promo card. They may or may not have additional items inside, perhaps a coin, perhaps stickers. And then they also include a mix of packs from different sets. And so the era of the tin is going to, current tins are going to have packs from current sets that like the current set probably, and then maybe a set or two earlier. So knowing what packs are inside, you can know what they are. You can't tell, of course, the tin or even the boxes sometimes, depending on how they're displayed. Just by looking at them, you might not know which packs are inside. So that's something you'd want to research, online, unless you don't care and you just want some different packs of different sets. But some people, if they're chasing particular sets, they might care what packs are inside. And sometimes older tins will pop up on store shelves, and then it can be kind of fun if you know that maybe there's a pack inside that is not available anymore, except in maybe these random products that pop up from time to time. Some other examples of tins that I have listed here, I'm calling them tins again because they come in metal containers, although in some ways they're the same, in some ways different. On the left-hand side is what's called a collector's chest. It looks like a lunchbox, and this is a pretty regular product that Pokemon will put out a few times a year. And you can see there's a visual there of what's inside. And again, this is another product where it's kind of the same idea, right? That you get a set of packs inside, but you also get some other items and products. You get a couple promo cards, and in this case, you get some coins, some stickers, and a mini binder. Again, these other products that are inside some of these items, you'll just have to kind of read the back. Usually we'll have talk about what's inside, and you can decide, especially if there's additional items that are non-cards or non-packs, they're going to charge you a little bit more for the item, but you're not getting additional cards. And so again, it's just that cost benefit is like, how much are you interested in just packs? There's probably more efficient ways to just get packs, but some people like these additional products. On the right-hand side are Pokeballs, which you'll see sometimes. They usually contain 3 packs, and then they may have stickers, and they may have a coin or some other item inside. They don't have promo cards inside. They would probably get pretty beat up just the way. And even the packs in these sometimes can get a little crunched. But you'll see these pretty regularly around on store shelves, and they are another kind of form of tin. I think some of the kids that I interact with, like at this event that I do, they tend to like the ball. They're just kind of cool display pieces. These Pokeballs are kind of cool display pieces, even when they're empty. So I'm going to move on now to a set of products or sets of products that are more organized around the trading card game. Now, these are still products that you'll see at Walmart and Target and a lot of the big box stores and even some of the smaller stores. But these are products that are really more geared towards teaching or learning the Pokemon trading card game. Now, I think it's really cool to teach the trading card game, and I think kids really at pretty young ages can get the hang of it. My son was playing the trading card game competitively when he was like 7 and 8 years old, even before he could read super, super well, because you can even memorize what the cards do in the context of the game. But these are products that are really good for the TCG, the trading card game, but not so good if you're collecting cards or packs, because there aren't going to be promo cards for the most part in these. They're not going to be separate standalone packs that you can open. There's a few exceptions to that, but generally speaking, these are really more to provide you either some sort of tool or tools to learn how to play the TCG. The Battle Academy product on the upper left, there's a new one I think scheduled to come out pretty soon now. This is the current one as of now. There are some sample starter decks in here. There's a kind of like a playing board that shows you where things go. But this is really geared towards learning how to play the trading card game. My First Battle, I've not actually opened any of these as products, but again, similar. I think this is for just a younger age. I don't think these are full 60 card decks. I think they're smaller decks. But in any case, these two products in particular are really good for learning the trading card game and introducing it, but they're not, again, meant for people who are just in it to open packs or to collect cards. Sometimes these products actually do have promo cards involved. If you follow or collect promo cards, there may actually be some cards that you need that pop up in these products. You could probably get them in other ways, although these products tend to be really affordable and they're often discounted. There's a ton of these available. And again, they're not coveted by collectors. And so you can often find these for well below MSRP, especially just after they've been released for a little while. A couple other products that you'll see on store shelves that relate to the trading card game more so. On the left-hand side, you see these are battle decks. And so these are more advanced decks. The decks that you'll get in the products we just looked at, the Battle Academy and the My First series, those are very introductory level decks. They're good to learn on, but they're not going to be very exciting probably once you get the hang of playing the trading card game. So then you might want to up your game into one of these. And these are still pre-made battle decks, which is nice because the next level of like building your own deck from scratch, that can take a lot of time and energy and even money depending on the kind of deck that you're building. And that's maybe for more advanced levels. But you can buy decks right off the shelf, like these sorts of decks that are prepackaged. They're full 60 card decks that you can probably take to a league. And, you might not win your local league, but you could at least be respectable. Especially with these level 2 and 3 decks. The two that you see on top are examples. They'll have these little Pokeball symbols on them and to show you what level of deck it is. Level 1 decks are still introductory level decks, but you can buy level 2 and level 3 decks, like the Gardevoir deck here. The Gardevoir just won 6, a Gardevoir-based deck just was 6 out of the 8 top spots in the recent North American International Championships. And so this is like a legit deck. I mean, the people who are playing it competitively at the highest level are obviously have tweaked the deck from what you would get off of the store shelf. But still, this is a deck. They do have decks that you can learn to play with and play pretty respectably with. The middle item here is the Trainer's Toolkit. This is also really geared towards learning how to play the TCG. It has some additional items inside that are kind of support items that you would need to play the trading card game. Trainer's Toolkits do actually have some fresh packs inside. So that's one of the rare exceptions, or one of the few exceptions of trading card game products that actually have also packs inside. It's probably not, again, the place you would go to get packs. There are better ways to get packs. And then on the right-hand side, you'll see sometimes every year after the World Championships, they take 4 of the World Championship winning or near winning decks, and they'll actually make a special kind of commemorative deck and sell those as separate products. Now, these cards are not legal to play in an actual tournament or TCG, but if you wanted to kind of have a replica of a World Championship winning or World Championship performing deck, this is a cool way to do it. Another set of products is what I'm calling ultra premium collections. That's what these are called. These are higher end products that come out maybe once or twice a year, and they are probably one of the higher end products that Pokemon sells. The retail price for these are usually at least $100 and often around $120. These are kind of special standalone products. They come in these larger, more display boxes. They have usually a variety of things inside. They do have some often higher end promo cards. They have usually quite a few booster packs inside, unopened booster packs that you can rip. And then they often have some additional commemorative or kind of cool, like the Arceus V-Star collection here had metal cards inside, which is kind of cool. The Charizard collection had 3 Charizard promo cards. They also sometimes will have other items inside. And so in one sense, this is its own little, you might still see these on store shelves. I think the Arceus V-Star collection was an exclusive to GameStop, but the Charizard collection was available everywhere. And so these are just a little bit higher end. Again, they can be worth picking up depending on what you're looking for. They might have promo cards that are more desirable, but they're also, just have a higher sticker price, and, they're going to have a mix of packs inside. So the last sort of the last like title or heading I have is just what I'm calling miscellaneous products. These tend to be, at least the two here, are holiday products. So a couple years ago, Pokemon started making these Halloween packs. These are these 3-card packs that you can pass out at Halloween, but there is a set underneath them, and like you can collect the full set. Not hard to collect. These are not these are not expensive or valuable products from a collection point of view. They're going to be on the shelves for years. You're going to see lots of these cards. There's no kind of rare cards that you're going to pull out of those packs. But that is kind of a fun product around Halloween time. And then similarly, like the holiday calendar, it's kind of like a version, a non-religious version of an advent calendar where you have the 24 slots or 25 slots for, leading up to Christmas. And it has different sort of, there's some commemorative packs inside that you actually can't get in other places. And again, they're not necessarily like high value packs or coveted, but they're these special holiday, like I think they have 3 cards inside as well. But there's also other items you can pull out of there. There's some fresh packs. There's some other like coins, and there's some special stamped promo cards that come in the holiday calendar. But anyway, both of these are, products that don't necessarily fit into the other categories, but and there might be other ones that fit into the kind of this miscellaneous category. But these are a couple examples of things that you might see on store shelves at different times of year. So the last thing I wanted to talk about, and I talked about this a little bit in my Teaching Tuesday video last week, but up to this point, all of these are Pokemon card products that you're likely to find on store shelves, and they're not connected to any particular Pokemon card set. Like I've mentioned several times, all these other products, you're going to get packs from different card sets. Now, it's possible to know what sets you're getting, what card sets you're getting, what packs, but you're not going to know that just looking at the product. But if you're really chasing packs from a specific card set, like if you're trying to build a master set or if you just really want to open a particular set, then you're probably better off looking at the set specific products. And anytime Pokemon releases a new card set, and I do have a different Teaching Tuesday video talking about how to understand Pokemon card sets and series, but every time there's a new set, there's going to be there's a set of products that go with that release. And so Twilight Masquerade is the current set that released a few weeks ago. And so here are some of the examples of the products that are only going to have packs from that particular set included. So on the left-hand side, you see a booster box. This has 36 packs. That's all that's in it. There's no promo cards. There's no other items. It's just 36 packs of Twilight Masquerade. These tend to not be available at places like Walmart and Target, at least on the shelves. You can get them at those stores online. These tend to be more with like card stores or card shops. There's lots of places online you can buy them. The MSRP of these is about $160, but it's pretty easy to get them for around $100, especially if a set is newly released. On the right-hand side is what's called an Elite Trainer Box. This is the Pokemon Center exclusive Elite Trainer Box, which is only available on the Pokemon Center. Elite Trainer Boxes are nice they have some additional things inside like card sleeves and a collecting box and a set list, a kind of a nice glossy set list. They have some other products related to playing the trading card game. So there's some additional materials inside, but they also do have booster packs inside. You're going to pay a little bit more on a price per pack basis for these products because there's those other items inside, but some people really like to open at least one Elite Trainer box of each set. And these are some of the other products just on that same theme of set-specific products. On the upper left, you have, again, this is just the regular Elite Trainer box. These are going to be available in lots of places, not just on the Pokemon Center. Although I think actually looking at the image, that is the Pokemon Center image, but it's going to look, just the regular one is going to look a lot like that. In the middle on the top is what's called a booster bundle. That's just basically 6 packs inside. Again, no additional products or items. It's just 6 packs in one bundle. On the right-hand side, on the top, there are single pack blisters, or single blisters where you have a promo card, a coin, and 1 pack of that set. Down below, that's an example of a single sleeved booster pack, and then you've got the 3-pack blisters, they're called, which has 3 packs of the same set, and then a promo card that goes with that set. If you collect promo cards, those are nice to pick up, and then you can get only packs from that particular set. So as I summarize here, I'll just talk a little bit about how I feel about these products. I think collection boxes, as far as something to pick up, I mean, it's totally fine. I think if you want to pick one of those up, I think for me, it depends on the pack selection inside and the promo card. I do collect all the promo cards, and so I need to get them one way or another. Most of the promo cards in these boxes are not especially valuable, so it's probably cheaper to just buy them as singles. There's places you can buy cards just as single cards. And so to buy a $20 or $30 box just for $1 promo card doesn't make sense unless you really are excited about opening the other packs that are inside. But for me, I tend to not pay full price for these. You can usually get them on sale or using discounts. I get, like at GameStop, for example, I get $5 off a month as a pro member. So I might grab one of these at GameStop if I'm paying a little bit less than MSRP. The tins are kind of, I view similarly as boxes. I think the only downside of tins compared to boxes is that once you've opened everything inside, you're left with this tin, which, could be cool. I mean, a few of those having, as a place to put your things or to collect stuff, I think that can be fine. But then, I've definitely been overwhelmed with tins and not knowing what to do with them. I feel bad throwing them in the garbage, but just there's only so many that I can use. And so what I actually do is I give them away. To kids at this monthly event that I do, this Pokemon event. So that's one nice way for me to pass them on. And then there's also actually a local art store in our town who will take them and they'll repurpose them into art projects or sell them to artists who might have other uses for them. And so at least I feel like I'm moving them along in some responsible way. But that is one downside of tins, is that you end up with this item that you have to figure out what to do with. Whereas collection boxes, I mean, there is the waste, right? There's the plastic waste and then the cardboard waste, but at least the cardboard, I don't think the plastic is recyclable where I live, but the cardboard is recyclable, although it still can be sometimes a lot of waste just for a handful of packs and a promo card. So those are the pros and cons in my view of these. And as far as a price per pack value, again, I would say it's an okay value, but if you're just wanting booster packs of a particular set, there's probably cheaper ways to go about it. But at the same time, there's nothing wrong, I think, with just like grabbing one of these at Target or Walmart just because you kind of want to open some packs. Again, the trading card game products are very specific to the trading card game. They can be really good for learning the TCG, but they're not going to be, they're not going to be good for collecting if you're looking to open packs or to collect specific cards. The ultra premium collections, again, they have a pretty high price point, and as far as a price per pack value, they maybe aren't quite as good. It really depends with these on what are the other items inside. Again, sometimes they have some pretty collectible or desirable items inside. But it is a pretty high price point. If you're going to spend $120 on a product, you could buy a booster box of 36 packs of most sets that are like recently released. And so, you're probably going to get a lot more bang for your buck just from a price per pack basis if you just buy a booster box, if you're willing to spend over $100 for a Pokemon card product. But again, sometimes these products can have value in and of themselves because they have additional items that people want. And then the miscellaneous products, again, they're usually heavily available. They're usually readily available. At the time of, the Advent calendar, obviously you'd want before Advent, and then they're less valuable afterwards, but they actually get steeply discounted often after the fact, of course, and then you can maybe pick them up. Like the Halloween packs, when they first released those, we weren't sure if they were going to be readily available, but now they're just like so ubiquitous. And so you don't have to hurry and run out, and even, you don't have to pay more than MSRP for these. And if you have some patience, you can probably find some deals or sales on these as well. All right, so that's my summary of Pokemon card products. I hope this is helpful for those of you who are, again, just when you go to the store, I just have this vision of like a parent who's just like, what am I looking at here? And so I hope this is helpful. And it's just my 2 cents. Again, these Teaching Tuesdays videos are really meant to just, pass along some of what I've learned. But if I missed anything, or if you disagree with something that I said, I would love for you to say something in the comments. We want to all get smarter and better at using our collection, building our collection and spending our money wisely when it comes to our Pokemon card hunting. So anyway, thanks for watching. Again, check out some of the other Teaching Tuesday videos if you want some other kind of introductory videos to aspects of the Pokemon trading card game and the Pokemon card collecting. And keep your eye on the channel for new videos. There are going to be new videos soon. And for now, that is all. And have a great day. And we'll see you soon.